Hey, this is Andrew with Mock 2 Drop, and in this video I want to talk about the low pass rates that we've seen for the 2021 CFA exam. As I say this, the November 2 exam results have been released, and those are actually in the normal range of previous scores. However, level 3 results have not been posted yet, and level 1 results still remain at record lows. Now, there's a lot of videos out there trying to explain why these pass rates are so low. The CFA Institute even has their reasoning for these low pass rates. A lot of candidates are trying to search for answers, so I want to give my perspective on this. So I want to start by taking a look at historical pass rates for level 1 going back to the 1960s, which is when the CFA exam first came out. If we take a look at that decade, the average pass rate for level 1 was 76%. Then in the 70s, we saw a slight decline in average pass rates down to 65%. So each decade thereafter, we see this further decline in pass rates until around the early 2000s, when the pass rates kind of leveled off for about the next 2 decades. So during this time period, we see this average range between the upper 30s to the low 40s until we get to the year 2021, which is the first year of the computer-based testing. So if we exclude the February exam, the average pass rates for 2021 for level 1 was 25%. Now, despite this decline in pass rates over time, we actually see this increase in the number of candidates who pass the level 1 exam. So you can kind of see this pattern taking place, whereas more and more candidates take and pass the exam, the pass rates decline over these periods. Now you might be thinking to yourself that this drop to 25% for level 1 seems pretty extreme, given that the average pass rates were 42% in the decade prior for the paper-based testing. However, I want to point out that the average pass rate for level 1 was 56% in the 1990s. And then the following decade, the average pass rate dropped to 40%. So you can kind of see the similarities between what happened then versus what is happening now. So really, this decline in recent exam scores is nothing new. It just happened rather quickly. So if we take a look at the pass rate for level 1 in 1999, it was 64%. And then in 2000, it dropped to 52%, and then down to 49% in 2001. So in just 2 years, the pass rate dropped 15%, which is similar to what it did in 2021. So the point I'm trying to make here is that historically pass rates for the CFA exam change over time. This is nothing new. But what we have seen is that more candidates are passing the exam over time. So obviously it's getting more competitive with the pass rates, but I see this as a good thing because it makes the CFA charter more valuable. So any concerns that you have for these record low pass rates, I want to leave you with this to think about. Let's say, for example, that instead of the pass rates dropping to record lows in 2021, they increased to record highs. So let's say that the average pass rate for level 1 was 80%, level 2 is 85%, and then level 3, 90%. And that continues for the next decade. So imagine what investment professionals are going to think about the CFA charter. Think about how employers are going to think about when it comes time to hiring, candidates who've earned their charter. It's not going to have the same value that it once had because it's too easy to pass the exams. Plus, the investment industry is going to become flooded with CFA charter holders. So in that scenario, it might become part of the norm, just like having a bachelor's degree. So while you're in the program, it's not fun to see such a decline in pass rates. However, if you think about it in a long term, when you finally receive your charter, it's going to mean much more to know that you were one of the small percentage of people or candidates who passed the exam. So that's my perspective on these low pass rates. Let me know in the comments what you think, and thanks for watching.